So, like I say, my feed on TikTok is all about it's just about how high expensive everything is. And the only way to stop inflation is to have everybody get laid off, right? So you go from a 4% unemployment to a 6.5, 7% unemployment, and all of a sudden your inflation goes away, right? But the question then becomes, if you lost your income tomorrow, what would your plan be? Would you just panic? You know, because they say most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So we learned during the pandemic that a 6 month emergency fund is not big enough, right? Um, a lot of people were laid off for over 18 months. And especially if you're like, so if you're somebody that made $150,000 or more, it's very difficult to get those $150,000 or more jobs, right? Trust me, I can't get one. So, you know, uh, but um, but basically, this goes to show, like, if you don't have an emergency fund and you're still employed, it's time to start making one, right? Because you don't know, when you're actually going to be laid off. Like, employers can lay you off for any reason at all. So you're just a number to them. So there's two things that this really say. If you realize in your head that you're just a number to your employer, there's two things you have to realize. Number one, you have to become financially free, right? Period. There's no other way around it. Let's say if you're using the only skill you have to do the job that you have, you have to do the financial freedom method to get there, to get to financial freedom, right? Obviously, if you're a person that's an entrepreneur, you have a product that you can sell. You just need to advertise for it and become financially free that way. Obviously, you can do that, right? But specifically, you have to invest and you have to create an emergency fund, right? Because if you lose your income tomorrow, you'll lose everything if you don't have this, right? And you work too hard to just lose everything to give it back to the bank, right?